Hello guys, welcome for a new episode of Paranormasight. I want to apologize because I haven't been able to post a video last week, I think, so I'm running late on the Paranormasight videos. To be honest, I haven't been uploading much these days. I've been focusing more on art than making videos, and also still streaming on the side. So if you want to maybe check off my current content, I would say, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you want to maybe catch me up there. But I will obviously keep playing the games we're playing now, just that yeah, don't feel surprised if sometimes there's a part missing out. It's probably not you that missed a video, it's most likely that I did not upload. But let's continue Paranormasight. I really wanted to record one last week, but I don't remember what I was doing, so I wasn't able to post one. Last time we played, what was it? We played the side of one character, and today we're gonna continue the side of another character. So I do hope that this video will not be too long, because I'm running kind of short on time right now, as I have other things to do afterwards. But what I'll be doing is, we played Haruhi Shigima last time, right? And today we're gonna play Tetsuo Tsutsumy's point of view. He's a chief detective, I think, and he also has a curse stone on him, and he also has a colleague. So they're working as a pair, just like how Haruhi Shigima also had the guy with her, the private detective. And then, you guys don't see it because I'm hiding her, but there is another point of view that is Yako Sakazaki's. She's a high schooler. We saw her on the first run with Shogo Okie. We basically killed Haruhi Shigima and Yako Sakazaki in cold blood. Like, we didn't care. And the guy got karma and that just ended on a bad ending for him. I don't have a good ending for him yet, but I do hope that it goes better for the other characters. I don't know how how everything is gonna like work out in the end, but very excited and did not get spoiled. So let's play now. I will most likely play Paranormasight 2. Still not sure yet if I'll be playing after the first game. But I keep saying some stuff about it, so I'm like super intrigued. And I still haven't like figured out what are the game I wanted to play on Mondays for now. So let's continue Paranormasight, and I'm pretty sure we'll at least get 10 parts, maybe, because I play very slowly. So I don't know. I feel like we're gonna go back and forth between all point of views. Like, you have to get everybody around the same time here. And then you can go back to Haruhi Shigima to continue the story. And you can have to play all of the endings, most likely. So that you can maybe understand what really happens to everybody. So I don't know what's the canon ending, if there's even like a happy ending for everyone there. I don't know. But what I can say is that Shogo Okie is maybe not part of it. Because we do not care about this guy. Okay, let's play Tetsuo Tsutsumi. I've been playing Pokopia lately. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I was late on recordings. But Paranormasight has been so fun. It's just that I could play whenever I want, but the thing is, if I wanted to record, if I wanted to play it when I wanted, I would have to record it. Unlike Pokopia, that I can just play in a very chill way and be like in the bedroom, you know, playing in bed with the blankets and everything. It's just like getting the mindset of, if you want to play Paranormasight, you have to record it, and that's why it's been like slowing me down a little to get the rest of the game done. Anyway, let's continue now. Crime scene investigation. Tetsuo Tsutsumi. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, First Investigative Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, the former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate Jun Erio. I forgot this guy's name, but I remember he gave me He scared the shit out of me when I was playing Shogouki and hiding behind a tree. The guy just arrived and he was like, "Hi!" I was like, "Ugh!" He scared me so much. Alright, 11 p.m. That's where the story starts for everybody, I think. And they were investigating something, but I don't remember them mentioning much because it was probably like private affairs that you can't really talk to everyone that you meet because they're the police after all. And I think they were talking about murders happening. I'm not sure. But were they here in the first place for that? Because I don't think the killing has started yet. Quite yet. So, I don't know. Let me just make sure that everything is working, but I think it is. Okay. Also, I do want to say, maybe you guys won't pay attention to that, the recordings usually go, I mean, they are usually posted around 9 p.m., but I think I will just switch the time of the upload time, whatever you say that, to 11 p.m. my time instead of 9 p.m. So I have more time to edit the video when I'm recording them like on the same day. I just like to work and draw sometimes in the afternoon and then record late in the afternoon, sometimes evening, and I run late on posting the videos. And I think sometimes you guys may see them better in your feed if they're posted around 11 p.m. So I will change the time now to 11 p.m. instead of 9 p.m. That's it. Anyway, Edio, this is my colleague right here. Hey boss, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The party should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it will get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised, lots of people love that kind of thing. I bet they will be lining up to get in. Local stuff is really popular right now. Did you know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Wait, I remember, who is it? I think Elio is into Japanese, hair products. I just remember this very, very like trivia random fact. Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we should just ask them who the perp is. Somehow I doubt it would be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into the spirit board thing these days. Supposedly you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Oh, please no. No Ouija board. Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? Sounds like you know all about it. We're gonna be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Don't make me laugh. Files updated. Spirit, no! It's a Ouija board! Due to the occult craze, divination has become popular among young girls and boys. All one needs is a coin and a piece of paper with letters and numbers written on it. Using this, all one has to do is ask a question of the called upon spirit and it will move the coin in answer. It is believed to be a tool that was adopted from Western spiritualism and molded by Japanese occult enthusiasts. Though it is considered a form of divination, the ritualistic nature of its usage can cause self-hypnosis or autosuggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms, similar to spirit possession. Possession? I always say possession instead of possession, sorry. Many schools banned these spirit boards after there were several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, in addition to stories of people having seizures when using the boards. What? So it can't be just one story. Some people have been having seizures after using the Ouija boards. Not the Ouija, but close. I think that medicine's kind of working. Maybe not to everybody, but it is. Listen up, Edio. Can't go blaming the death of your body on something like the occult. Shit, did Edio lose someone? I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever and whatever it was that did this, I'll get them, I promise you that. Well, you've got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment, get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else. Aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now, it's getting late. I figure we would head straight home from here. Tsutsumi is my spirit animal. Just like him. It's like 11 p.m. Let the guy go home. Maybe he has a wife and kids. Come on, we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do than here at the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere. Oh, this guy has no fear. Edio is like, he's young, he's youthful, what I mean, and like, he probably doesn't have a partner or kids, so he's like, very, very like into his work. Meanwhile, I'm Tsutsumi, I'm old, my back hurts, it's 11 p.m, I want to go home. I feel like I don't know much about Tsutsumi, but he could be a very loving dad with a beautiful wife and a beautiful daughter. So I like to do this kind of characters and I really like them too. Soak up the atmosphere. The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here, cripes. Fine, let's get this over with. Hey, boss. Okay, should we take a look at the surroundings? So we're the first one that arrived at the park. Everybody else that I played afterward came later. We haven't gone to the park yet with the lady that I forgot the name. I'm so sorry. With Haru Ishigima, she arrived later, and Shogo Oki also met her. I think because Michael Jackson was telling Shogo Oki, he told Haru Ishigima to wait by the lake so that she could have an easy target. Something like that, right? That is, if this happens in this story, because the timeline of Shogo Oki, maybe Shogo Oki doesn't exist at all, but I feel like he should, and will be part of the story. I'm just not sure which timeline will be the right one yet. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichome were originally built as part of a daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. I think somebody mentioned that before. The part became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. Okay. Now take a look at the pond. This pond, they say it used to flow into the Sumida River, but the river became so polluted that they cut it off. Oh. What about the cedar tree? I never know where the cedar tree is, because I thought there was like a very big tree in here, but all I see are trees everywhere. That's the scene. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all, but once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. Wait, I wanna take a look at him first. What does Tsutsumi think of him? Jun, sorry, Erio. Jun? It's Jun, it's not John. Can't read Japanese? A detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. First investigative division, his rank is sergeant. Oh, this is his first time leading a case. It's like he graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. About the case. So early in the morning yesterday. Oh, Yankee. A staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police where they realized he was dead. Wait, this guy looks like he also died from a curse. I thought the cursed race was only happening tonight. How come someone was already like found collapsed and dead like this the night before. That means some people have been holding on to their curse stones for longer than that, or they just go from people to people, and they have been like sort of mass murders every day. But always like different murderers. I don't know. Well, there were no obvious external wounds. The fact that he was a police officer. Oh! And the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was a murder. Wait, the guy... Did I misunderstood? This guy is not a police officer. What? No, staff member found the victim. I'm not sure what they mean by that. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer and we were tasked with the investigation. So this guy right here, the victim, really is a police officer? Doesn't look like one. Sorry, maybe you shouldn't judge. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think that about sums things up. I'm gonna ask him what he thinks about the victim. Did he know him? But a boss, yeah. In this case, is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died. Oh, so this is his friend, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It will all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Nice sprite. Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to, some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you've picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. This reminds me, for some reason, this reminds me so much of Fate and the race to get this Singra. I don't know why. It's like, it's... People aren't supposed to know about this, and when they have to fight in like discrete places, you know? Only the church is involved, and the rest of the world doesn't really know what's happening. At least from what I've watched from Fate Zero. Can't say it's the same from Fate Stay Night. The first one, especially. Kinda aged poorly. It is a duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. Okay. About the victim. The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juneval division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau. 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Oh my god, the guy is buffed! I mean, you could tell he didn't fight. He probably died from a curse. Cause this guy, you don't want to mess with this guy. Look at him and look at the way he's built. Look at that neck. Yeah, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was still, he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals, right? He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yeah, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much. He had the most unfinished paperwork too. I always felt we would need an unusual guy like him to help us solve all our unusual cases. Damn, poor guy. Yoshimi. Hajime. It's another guy, I think. How do I go down this? Oh, like this. Okay. Hajime was a police officer at the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau and was primarily responsible for juvenile and education cases. He held the rank of head patrol officer and entered the forces at the same time as Jun Erio. Hajime was found dead under mysterious circumstances at the former Yasuda Gardens early in the morning yesterday. Once a rebellious gang member himself, how did he manage to get into the forces? I don't understand. Is that actually like allowed? Yoshimi turned his life around and used his own experiences to connect with troubled youth as a police officer. While his appearance and demeanor suggested a man who was rough around the ages, he was a passionate, loyal, and caring man at heart, looked up to as a big brother by his peers. Yoshimi achieved stellar results in his work with juvenile cases, but his consistently sloppy paperwork and less than formal attitude essentially doomed his career and had him writing formal apologies on the regular. He left behind a fiancée whom he had been dating since high school. Oh no, not the high school sweethearts. I'm sorry for this guy. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There was one even weirder than you? He's a little weirdo, John Edio, but I like him. That's fine. Chime was quite a bad boy in school. Apparently he ended up with the police a lot. They said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. So it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dead friend. Hey, I said in his honor. Should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing and will die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me most, boss. Come on, don't be like that, you'll hurt morale. I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. Can already see it. Eddie, oh no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait. You can't wait for your own death. Get it together, kid. You really are something. Thank you. I like him too. Reminds me of Apollo. Apollo Justice. I think that's also his name in the English version. They kept the same name for Phoenix Wright and Apollo Justice. I really like Apollo. He's a really cute fella with Enix. They have a good relationship. What about the victim's family? The Yoshimi family is from Kitasenju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no sibling or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge old-looking place, like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted. Oh god, he probably inherited the cursed stone from his ancestors. Now we have the story. We know what's happening in here. And he lived there alone. It looks like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. But one more thing, yeah? Hajime was engaged. He had been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school, over 10 years. They had just started talking about getting married. I'm starting to notice that whenever I get a file, it basically sums up the conversations you're gonna have with people. So I feel like I'm not sure if I should look at the files every time I get a new one, because it kinda sums up what I'm about to learn, you know? But at the same time, if I don't read as soon as I arrive, I feel like I'm just gonna pile the files on the side and I will never read them. And worst case scenario, you guys can just like skip through if you don't want to listen to me reading the files, but at least you guys have access to the files. I'm pretty sure there are people that are obsessed with files and documents in games, lore, you know, lore bits. He had been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school over 10 years. They had just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? She showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so, how terrible for her. Don't tell me she died. Did he try to revive her? She may know if there had been anything going on with him lately. We should speak to her. Is she still alive? If I happen to know that she actually passed away, this is the true motive of him joining the race and having someone dear to resurrect. Because I don't know what his life is, but I'm pretty sure this guy wouldn't have revived his mom or his father or, you know, his sibling. I think he would have been mentioned that he was getting along with them. I feel like he could be the really kind and completely lovesick person that would naturally resurrect their loved one if they died and they had the, you know, they had the opportunity to do so. His fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida police department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. She better not have died, bro. She better not have died. Hey boss, I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh great, that's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. The first was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamezawa last week. Okay, it's good that we're playing them in order, because it was mentioned in Harue Shigema, was it? It was mentioned in her story that we were trying to, I don't exactly remember. There was a case about a professor being scared that the spirit of his previous student would haunt him, and at first we didn't know she was dead. We thought that maybe high schooler could be, you know, like threatening the guy, but apparently the girl was dead afterward. We learned that. So I'm glad we played them in order, because then it would have been like, oh, a suicide case, okay, right. But it's best to, yeah, I don't know. I think I would have just been like, yeah, right, suicide. Oh, are they mentioning the one that Eiryu and Tsutsumi were talking about? I think it works best this way. Learning about the case and the spoiler, somehow, the revelation that she was dead, instead of learning right away that it was a suicide. Anyway, I did not hear about that. Is that? Oh, that's her. I did not think she was looking like this. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komagata High School. She does not look like a bully. I expected a bully because the professor was terrified of a ghost. And I'm sure he's the one that probably abused students in the past. I can just smell it. I would say it's a pretty common thing in Japan, aside from also the constant bullying that kids get from other kids, you know. She does not look like a pick-me or a bully. I don't think any bully would be having pigtails, is what I'm trying to say. Pigtails, breaktails, braids, double braids, twin braids. I don't know. It seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident. Wow, every cases are actually kind of tied together. So she had been in trouble for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. then it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. Must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to end her life. But ultimately he never reported the findings of his investigation. I see, and you're thinking that it may have had something to do with his death? We'll have to find out what is. Hachime this. What? Oh, I just had a flashback. What a whiplash. Remember the serial killer that Haruhi Shikima mentioned on the bridge? How when she was young, she had a classmate. What was it? A leg and a hand, a foot. No, I don't think it was a foot, but some body parts found in the river. And the serial killer, we learned at the end of her run at the moment, because it's on a break, that the serial killer is probably living free again. And I'm pretty sure this fucking psycho is important in this whole story. I just hope it's not linked to whatever is happening right now, because we need to remember that oh my god, I love that there is some like crimes going on right now, but also some very like spiritual and a fantasy kind of shit happening at the same time. The whole curse race, like it's not 6, let's say, I don't remember how many there are. It's not 6 people, totally normal people, not into a cult, not into, I don't know, just 6 boring peoples that would be entering a case just because they wanted to, like, resurrect a loved one. They did that for the first character, but the rest of the characters, especially these two, they're police officers, and I'm glad that we, like, having a point of view from other stuff happening, because it's not just the curse race, there is also some crimes and some also like cold cases kinda. Although I think what happened with the serial killer, he admitted some of the crimes he did but not all of them, so who knows if it's not linked to maybe some of the things that are happening now. I love crime solving. We have to find out what is Hajime. Hajime discovers, sorry. Let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow too. Oh shit, they have a lot to talk about. And what was the other case he was working? This one is also related to a Komagata high school student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. Who's this one? She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Oh, maybe she was being bullied. Never mind. Now we're mentioning a bully. She has... I was gonna say this is the hairstyle of a bully, but maybe not. Maybe not. Geneva delinquency, fun. She's pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problems. What if she was being harassed by the professor? I do want to put all of the blame on the fucking adults that work in high school. Especially those that turn a blind eye on bullying. So I'm not trusting the fucking teacher that works there. I don't remember this guy's name. Let me just check. Who was it? The stinky professor. This is the serial killer before. Apparently he lost weight in jail, so we don't really know how he looks like now. He was in jail for quite some time. Some years for sure. Wait, I think the professor doesn't have a file yet. Okay, never mind. I'm sure he would be worried about how she would get on without him. Right, just when she had finally found an adult she could trust, she might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But we can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too. I guess you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired you for, like a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Yeah, I'm sure they would prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you. What shit, I'm still your superior. You oughta act like you respect me at least. Oh, I thought I was. You were? Shit. Is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Well, don't think you can get away with that with other people. So anyways, boss. Why are you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the 2 Komagata high school cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well, but if that's for tomorrow. Okay. Notes on Hajime Yoshimi. Case notes recording the death of... Oh yeah. Summary 1. Body found at former Yasuda Gardens. Estimated time of death 2 days prior. At approximately 11 a.m. Cause of death, acute heart failure. Cause unknown. Signs of a struggle found at the scene. Efforts to locate witnesses underway. Body discovered by groundskeeper. Currently investigating the fiancé of the deceased and 2 female students from Kamagata High School that the deceased had contact with as persons of interest. So I have a lot to talk about. If there's someone spying on us, I would be so fucking terrified right now. But we're a police officer. Nobody's supposed to be... I mean, I trust Jun Erio for noticing if someone is listening on us, LMAO. About the cause of death. As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen though, it would appear to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and had no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that, it certainly seems suspicious. He has the same expression as the people that died from the curse. We've seen that from Shogouki's route. But if it's the first victim they find like this, they can't say it's a pattern, you know? We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an identified individual. We've got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? Excuse me. I wonder if Edio... Who would we use the curse stone on? Because I'm pretty sure we'll end up having a curse stone. Would it be Jun? No, it's Tsutsumi's point of view. So Tsutsumi get the stone. I don't know if he has someone he wants to actually revive. Would you revive the guy that died? Wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. So we can roll to mugging, yes. Though there probably aren't many people who would think to try mugging a cop as big as him, for real. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He studied judo once he became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. So like the perp would have to have been pretty strong to take on him. Perpetrator? Is that what a perp is, I think? Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday, 11 p.m. the day before yesterday. What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that would be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would of course be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? came here to hide something? Someone called him here. It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. And since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime made someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The perp must have planned something. Then you think it was meditated? That would mean they called... Oh, the sound. That scared me. They called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him. Well, there is still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. Oh. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the first division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Ah yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... yeah, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. So cute. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure. You've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about when you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, I get it. What would be the reason that they would not be able to go home and still investigate in the middle of the night anyway? I would say getting the curse stone, because I can't think of another possibility. Tsutsumi wants to go to bed right now, and I would follow him. Let's get to bed, buddy. I've been wowed by your shrewd, oh, how do you say that? Detecting abilities all day today. Oh, really funny. I've been wowed by you too. Wowed, I think. Not wowed. Wowed. On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? The hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden. It's just I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Are you single? Surely that's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that though. Should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. So then... God, you're relentless. She took her daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. No, I thought he was like a cute husband that would be overworking with a beautiful wife and a daughter. I feel bad for him. I'm sorry, I can't believe she would give up a guy like you. I was never home much, too focused on work. There you go. I would come home late only to get called right back out again, but plus being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out of here putting your life on the line. You know what they say, married to the job. Some jobs are just that dangerous and you kind of get married to the job instead of having a, you know, a family. Is that why you transferred out of the first? Excuse me. It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Erio. Say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There are many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? If you think I want to talk about her after all that, have some sense. Come on, I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but how old is she? Jeez, you don't know when you quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the ages. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself or going to college. Oh? can't... It can't be... Yoko. Could it be Yoko? She can't... There's a possibility, but man, that would mean... What a small world. Because she probably took on the name of her mom. So it could be Yoko. They don't necessarily look similar, but... Oh god. Could it be her? A college student, men love an educated lady. Except that what kind of couple are you making base assumptions like that? She's living on her own though, you must worry about her. Worry, I don't even know where she lives. Oh, she hasn't told you? Probably because she knows you'd follow her around anyway. I would not. I don't think. Come on now, we both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What, is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. I swear if it's Yoko. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder. There, you know? They're talking about the Nejima murder. The serial killer. I really think you should play the roots in order so you can understand things better and not get too spoiled on how they're being shown to you. You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after her wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. Oh shit! I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. I would really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. Ah, there you go. So he did not admit all of the other crimes he did. That's right, we didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have stuck Fumichika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victims' classmates. It's already been 20 years. God damn it, this is why you're trying not to think about it. I'm sorry. So, all this occult stuff, have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? This right of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you two, I've been hearing about that shit every day. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares about what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with your job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo, in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe... Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that rite of whatever, or that record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. But are you secretly into the occult? Stop that, seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you would be intrigued by something called a rite of resurrection after a body of yours died, but... Bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy, it's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it? Well, boss, I think that about does it. Oh. We had a very long chat, didn't we? Didn't we? I'm gonna save here, I don't know, man. I think I only have 5 saving slots anyway. What a very short amount of file slots. Save slots, sorry. Right, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh my god, that scared shit out of me. Can I just... Wow. I would like now to scream. What is that? Boss. What's wrong? You'll tell me you're going insane now. Behind you! Damn it. It was that case all along. Oh shit! Does that mean this is how we get your summoning, our curse soon? What is our power? Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Such deep sorrow, a resentful memories flying into my mind. Those who deceive, the falsehoods, and... What? Kill them? Can we kill people that lie to us? Hung up forever in eternal darkness? Death by hanging? Shogo Oki was able to make people suffocate and have a heart attack. More like have a heart attack if they walked away from him. Haruhi Shigemo was able to put people on fire so long as they had something that can be lit up. Now, I wonder if Tsutsumi is able to... Oh my god, you can kill people that lie to you? Does that mean that Tsutsumi could have easily killed freaking Shogo Okie, but they decided not to? Because I'm pretty sure Tsutsumi doesn't want to kill people because he's a cop and he seems like a very good person. I think he would have done that if he had enough, like, evidences to punish Shogo Okie for what he did. You have acquired the power of the curse on the Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. Press it when someone lies to you. Oh my god. This got... Okay. Kills by hanging one who tries to mislead the curse bearer with false statements. That's wonderful as a police officer, is it not? He deceived us with his so-called right of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark art swings from a rope. They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough he was found hanging in the garden of the Danmyo's house that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Nitsuke clasps. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile though whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo-e boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he had ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even in death. He hung there for days until his neck stretched horrifically, a visage of pain still etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars, where a rope wrapped around his whole body. The beech tree's leaves do not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it, as the mansion's owner was not at home, another unfortunate event. The people held their tongues, fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. Oh. Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Damn. Now... Kill. Can you hear it, Cursebearer? I don't want to kill with Tsutsumi. You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Boss. Oh shit, did I collapse? What's the matter? Don't tell me you really went now. Sorry, I'm fine. Oh shit, I did. Erio, yes. I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? And we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, there you go. Damn, brother. I hope I can finish the part I hope I can finish that part wherever that is. I'm kind of running out of time, but at the moment, I'm only like about 50 minutes into my recording, so I have to keep going a little. I just know that I have some stuff to do at some point, make dinner and shit, so I hope I can just like get some progress done for today. Tsutsumi and Jun are sorting through the facts at the scene of Officer Hajime Yoshime's mysterious death. Tsutsumi denies the existence of the right of resurrection until the cursed echo of the evergreen beach appears before them. Now it's midnight. This is how we end up having to work overtime. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The right of resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 mysteries of Honjo? And the curse you have is from the story of the evergreen beach that's told in this area? Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake. What are your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth? I'm never silly. The finger. The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. You're just being a sore loser, not used to admitting you were wrong. Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please just listen. You don't have to keep saying it. I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Wait for me, boss! Woohoo! Now we're going to Yogoku Bridge. I don't think I've been to this bridge yet. I can't remember. Because it's pretty far. Or maybe I did. I don't remember. Nice music. Let's go. Sorry, I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility. It's the truth, not like I can prove it though. Oh shit, did I think I forgot to think while we were playing before. I think I could think, but I forgot to. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. But this is an emergency, I need his help, I'll tell him. It's not stupid, but it sure can be so sometimes. Though I think that positivity of his may come in handy at some point. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret, not sharing it with anyone. Oh, I think that's the bridge where the kid with the screaming spirit was trying to kill Shogouki, if I'm not mistaken. You're right, you can trust me not to, but no, I just can't believe it. I had heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the security bureau. Can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. Also, he was... I'm pretty sure Yoko is his daughter. Maybe if she... You know, like, she may have kept looking up to her father even though she couldn't live with him anymore. And maybe she got into this occult craze stuff too because she looked up to him. Because she knew that he worked in the paranormal affairs. I don't know. That would be a possibility. I feel like Yoko could be his child, actually. Too bad that they're not in contact anymore. I hope that they can cross paths, though, if it is the case. I thought the higher-ups were messing with me. It really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. You serious? But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we would need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because of me. Come on, boss, do you have Do you only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so paranormal affairs operate in secret. Still not sure why this struck me there. Those 4 years, I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Interesting, now we know more about him. Although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division Special Security Unit Paranormal Affairs Bureau, it is more commonly referred to simply as Paranormal Affairs. Only a handful of people know of its existence, even within the police force. As the name suggests, it specializes in the investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomena. Since the existence of paranormal phenomena is not public knowledge, nor is it readily believed by the general population, the Bureau's activities are conducted in the utmost secrecy. Currently, there are only 5 members, including the chief. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their cases, including Miyokuro Suzu. They're going to talk about her. The Bureau undertakes investigations into any suspicious stories that cross their desk, though the vast majority turn out to be hoaxes. I'm not even surprised. Due to the sheer volume of cases, close-lipped, experienced detectives without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Tetsuo Tsutsumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. Oh, the current chief of paranormal affairs is a man named Kuiru Nakagoshi, who was born to a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations, and had served as Miyokuro Suzu's mentor since discovering her. Kuirui is an elusive figure, or if you have met him in person and he is rarely seen in the office, it is said that this is because he has oft been the target of curses. However, some theorize that it is in fact because Kuiru is not actually flesh and blood at all. His seat in his office is usually occupied by a Nue, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. The Nue resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Kuiru's messenger. What the heck? Leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird. The term Nakagoshi case serves as a code name used to refer to cases under investigation by paranormal affairs. I see. Oh shit. Is it me? The gruff police detective that Shogoki met at Midoricho Park. Tetsuo is a veteran detective of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department for Investigative Division. He was possessed by the Evergreen Beach Curse Eco while investigating the former Yasuda Gardens. Previously a member of the Secret Paranormal Affairs Bureau within the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division, he makes use of this experience to investigate the ongoing large-scale curse incident with his partner Jun Urio. Rather than sitting behind a desk, Chief Inspector Tsutsumi always worked in the field as he moved his way up to the police force. Behind his stern face lies a compassionate man ever prepared to help his fellow officers. That same attentiveness to his work and colleagues, however, caused Tetsuo his marriage several years ago. Tetsuo has a penchant for candy and desserts, which she tries but fails to conceal from other officers at the risk of appearing soft. It delights in buying local sweets whenever he is sent to investigate in a case, and would often volunteer to be dispatched to distant locations to acquire them while he was with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. He is also surprisingly knowledgeable about current trends, a trait he puts down to investigation-related research, but which is actually spurred by his wish to have something to discuss with his daughter. Wait, so does he still have contact with his daughter then? I thought they... Okay, so... I suppose he still contacts her, just that he doesn't know where she lives. We read that before, I think. The supernatural is really accepted this fact without a moment's hesitation and vowed to help his partner to solve the case. Born to a relatively well-off household, June developed a healthy sense of self-esteem and an optimistic outlook on life, although watching action movies and detective series as a child instilled in him a desire to help those in need. It was the site of Tetsuo Tatsumi, who was in charge of investigating a case Jun was involved in as a student, that truly inspired him to become a police officer. While Jun still maintains a strong respect for Tetsuo, he also gets much enjoyment out of making casual cracks to get a rise out of the veteran officer. That's why. As an adult, Jin continues to hold on to the faint hope that the world is as he pictured it in his youth. A thrilling place in which superhuman heroes do battle against secret evil organizations. He attended the police academy with Mr. Kai. Oh, he's friend with Kai, who is now a private investigator. These two initially became friendly when Jun found Richter holed up alone in the reference room scoring over old crime data and invited him to go bowling, a popular pastime during this era. I don't remember if we know that they're friends, but that's good to know. I can't remember. The world is small though. So, do you have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. And are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, I've never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I would be lightweight at best. One beer and I'm down for the count. Oh, is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. Though it would help get the point across. Oh. Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No. Say it isn't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. What? I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. I wonder if it's a girl. It's the girl that is another main protagonist that we're supposed to play after them. Or maybe a friend of hers, I don't know. Yes, it seems like it would be in violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. Wow, you really know the law, no comment. Even the occult field has workers' right issues, huh? What do we do now? Excuse me. We've got the right of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. The curses being spread around the city is a bit of an emergency. Is that bad? I'll put it this way, it's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that would be a job for paranormal affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up until tomorrow night. They told me to deal with it myself. Said it would be fine since I have some experience. What? And that overtime you mentioned means... Yeah, you're gonna help me, partner. I must be so happy. Alright, let's do this. I'm a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservations working a case you know nothing about. You said this was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. It might actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. So cute. So what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to 7 mysteries, then the people who had the orders should all be here in town. Right, if there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. And we have to stop them all before they kill any one of their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones. But boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they found out you were a curse bearer? Pretty much. That face. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mastery of the one-sided read is associated with Yogoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided read's crossbearer, no such luck it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever it is other peoples are. I just remember we have our protagonists. We have the high schooler, we have Haruhi Shigemo, we have Shogooki, and we have Tsutsumi here. Then there is the weird kid that has the spirit that screams. There was also someone that tried to kill Shogooki by killing him in darkness, right? We know this guy exists, and I don't know who this is. I swear to God, if it's the teacher, I'm gonna throw hands. But that means I know 5 people for sure, plus the guy with the darkness power curse. So that's like 6, right? So who's the last one? It's impossible that all the curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood. In that case... Oh, who's that? Why don't I ask a guy who's been watching us this whole time? Is that Shogooki? What do you know? There's someone there. Good luck. That's not Shogooki. Shogooki was not here initially. Hey, you there? Sorry to bother you, but I've got some question now with the police. Oh, yeah, right. That guy was around here. I forgot. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things. This guy's gonna lie the shit out of me, and I'll be able to curse this guy. But I won't do that. I'll try to stay a good guy. Tsutsumi would probably have a bad ending if I were to curse people. Yutaro Namigaki, that's your name, correct? Yes, I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective. Did something happen? Alright, a lot of things have been happening around here. This guy is a big liar, by the way. This guy is the most hypocrite and the biggest liar in this game so far, I think. I remember him, he snapped at some point. He tries to be all friendly and everything, but he's a cunning liar. So let's not trust him. Like people dying. What do I think about this guy? I think he looks cute, but I really don't like his vibe. I don't vibe with this dude. What to make of this guy? Look at him first. The man identifies himself as Yutaro Namigaki, a 21-year-old college student. Sorry, he was watching us so calmly. We need to be careful with this guy. Should be okay though, because this guy probably doesn't know that we have a curse stone. I put the voice volume back on 10 because I want to keep it. Even though I know this guy's power. What is it you were doing here? It must be the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens, the dead policeman. I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective. Have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? Shouldn't I be the one to ask the questions? I am the detective. How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering your question. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. What does not here mean? Not here as in, like, we should talk about it in a more private place? I want to bluff. Nope, sorry. Okay. Really? How strange. Detectives, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? You, how did you know? Eddie, why did you lose face? Eddie, you idiot. Literally. Well, that was much easier than expected. Oh crap, sorry. Look at his face. He's like, this fucking dimwit is actually my partner. Oh man, I should probably work alone. It was simple inference, sorry. I figured you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look, this is my curse stone. I believe it's called a foot washing mansion. That's right, but are you sure about this? I'm not so rushed that I would kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer, not without talking to them first. I like how this guy has a different approach compared to how it was with Shogo Okie. I wanna say that if we all fucking saw Shogo Okie for the first time, I don't think anybody here would be trusting this guy. I like how the other characters are kinda like doing their own business, but communicate more than Shogo Okie did. Shogo Okie was just like, we were clueless as the character, but the character himself was not trustworthy, if you know what I mean? And I kind of like that, actually. I like that he was definitely not portrayed as a main protagonist you could relate, or a main protagonist that could be good. He was not necessarily evil, but he was not good. He wasn't bad either, but he was like morally grey, slightly more evil. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equals, should we? Oh, this guy is lying to my ass right now. I can actually use a curse if I want to. That's good to know. But I wouldn't be as foolish as to actually kill the guy. I'm a detective. Let's try to... You know, we know what this guy's power is. And I don't think he would actually try to kill me yet. He would probably try and be careful with detectives. We are two people. I think though he could technically still kill Erio, but anyway. Boss? Oh! I had the opportunity to kill him, and I was this close to click just to get a bad ending. But I will not. Not today. Not now. Maybe later I will try it. Sure, we would rather resolve this amicably too. Also because, you know what? I don't want Erio to know what the power of my cursed stone is. We don't know if there are like more people looking around. I don't know if the girl that was also with him when Shogo Okie met him is still around. What do we think about this guy? We don't like him? Yes, we don't like him. He really is a curse bearer. He may only be talking with us to try and activate his curse. I have to be wary of anything he asks me to do. I could tackle him and pin him to the ground, but that might have something to do with his curse. Any slip of the tongue could get us killed. I have to try and discern what activates his curse. So what do I do? Let's talk to him still. But before we talk, is there something I should tell you? Huh? This is my curse stone, the evergreen beach, just like you thought. What? Well, boss, what would you tell him? As for how the curse works. Are you having another senior moment if you tell him that? It hangs to death anyone who would try to miss at me. Why did I spill the truth? Oh, is this a warning? The guy doesn't know if I'm bluffing or not. So if you try to lie to me, the person will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand? Just like 2 minutes ago. Really, that's super useful. I see, understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. He better trust me on that and not lie to me anymore, because he will eat dirt. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. You did. No point for petty tricks then, I'll be honest with you. Really? So far so good. Oh, this game stresses me in a very good way. I've said so before. It's so good. If this were a normal case, I would be fine letting him take the reins. But curses are involved here, should take over. Man, Edio is hot. I think it's the uniform. I could tackle him. Oh no, we already know that. Oh, any slip of the tongue could get us killed. I have to try and discern what it is. Okay. I would rather have a bad ending than turn off the voice volume for now. You could do it because you know what how his power works. But I don't know if there's something else that would make him activate his power, so I'm just gonna keep talking to him for now. There's something I want to bring back, so I would like your assistance in collecting soul drugs. Can't help you. Please. Oh, I fucking love this. This guy is just spitting bullshit all the time. And there's so many occasions I can fucking kill his ass, but I'm not doing it. All you'd have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. That's so funny. Is that a threat? No? This is technically a threat and I could kill him, but I'm gonna wait. And worst case scenario, we'll die, but I can always rewind, you know? I'm playing very safe on this game. It's your final warning. Should I? No, I'm gonna let it like this. I don't wanna stop myself from listening to it quite yet. I wanna know what the other characters are gonna react and get an eventual bad ending for that. My curse, the food washing mention. Did you really think you could escape it just by being careful? It doesn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soul dregs anyway. Wait, Namigaki. The food washing mention is a powerful curse and so simple to activate. It is ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice of my feet. Elio, get out of here, hurry. I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late, hear the voice of my Kurisiko. The voice of his Kurisiko? This voice. This is... Okay, so Elio doesn't die, but I die if I do that. I don't want to play it in a smart way. You cannot have the best ending on one go, because it's the kind of game where you can... It's fine to die and retry. And I usually like to collect bad endings, if I can. Although it's not giving me any achievements or anything on the chart, I think. It's fine. Seem to have arrived at a less favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but I believe you may be aware of a way to escape Yutaro's curse. I do. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the point Yutaro uses his curse. Okay. So, when you do that, it's very interesting because basically, I think this is where it kind of gets to, do you want to like get to a bad ending and kill him before he kills you? Or do you want to just like cancel his power? But the thing is, this poor guy is getting like shit on a second time from another character. But the thing is, what I don't really like about this is that it's kind of cheating death. And the characters aren't supposed to know this is how you do that. But it's fine. I will still do this because I don't want to like kill him before. Tsutsumi is not that guy, right? But he shouldn't have known that hearing the curse would actually be how he would die. My curse, the food washing mention. Did you really think you could escape it just by being careful? I feel very bad for this dude, Namigaki. This guy is like... He's like the guy we're shitting on because his power is like a one-time thing. you get like killed by this one time, and then the rest of the times people are just gonna shit on him because I don't know, it's just funny to me. It reminds me of the I don't remember the name of the prosecutor in the old beginning of the Phoenix Wright games. That very, very like dude that was balding and wearing wigs on. I'm talking about him. Doesn't matter to me which of you, and I've been taking with your soul eggs. Wait, Namigaki. The food washing machine is a powerful closer, so simple to activate. It's ready whenever I need it. There is no escape from the voice of my feet. There is no escape. He's lying. He's lying though. But I'm not gonna kill him. Elio, get out of here. Hurry, I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late, hear the voice of my Kurisiko. The voice of his Kurisiko? What? Why isn't my Kurisiko working? Impossible, this has never happened. In this run. In this lifetime. But it happened before. But I don't want to tell him that. He will probably feel very bad. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Elio, now, grab him. Right. You under arrest. Namigaki, get down. Ah, ugh. Damn it. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work, give it to me. Oh, wait. Oh, is your job trying to collect curse stones from people? That would be super funny. If you just steal it, then that means they're not using it anymore. Simple as that. And you're under arrest for killing attempt. Damn it, why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is a stone. Oh, really? I wouldn't be so kind. How could this happen? My right of resurrection. Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you would be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. I like this outcome better. This was much better. That was a close one, huh, boss? We would probably be dead if he had activated his curse. Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Boss, are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah, the curse from this one is flowing into me too. Oh no. I see. I saw what activates the curse of the foot washing mansion and the resentful memories bound to it. I see. I always thought this one was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why this sure is something. What did you see? Let's save that for later. All you need to know from now is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We're careful. Well, we're lucky we took it from him quickly. Okay, wait. Yeah, that was that. Kills by crushing one who hears the commands wash. Kills by crushing one who hears the command wash? She was an accomplished onmyoji. Alas, she did not use her talents for the good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like something had gnawed away at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed as long as I have this. Suddenly a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move, she fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown also ragged and rotten. He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Crawled into a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy. Someone, please, quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible, and so ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. Oh, that's sad. Sad as fuck, bro. That makes 1 stone. Where do we go now? I like that we're trying to stop people from, if we can like find a way to collect their stones. And I suppose because we have Eddie with us, it's a much like easier job, because I don't think Tsutsumi on a 1v1 against people would necessarily win. So good thing we have him. And I think we're doing her job as a police officer this way. That's good. We'll visit all the places associated with the mystery while it's still dark out. You mean we have to do that all over again? I hope they aren't all as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love. It seems that the hatred the curse stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill. Really? Then what about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in paranormal affairs. So you're spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place. That was good. I think I can process further, but I'm gonna stop here for today. This was a very short... Is that the fucking professor? I think that's the fucking teacher. I will continue next time. I think it will probably stop around here and then we can start Yako Sakazaki. So, yeah. That was interesting. I like those two because they're like crime solving, investigating instead of the other people who... They all have a different playthrough. And I think the prologue with Shogouki was a very good introduction to the curse race. And then Haruhi Shigema is more of a person that really wants to resurrect someone. she has a good motive, you know? Yako Sakazaki, maybe she's the one that is spiritually gifted and that was helping the voices. I'm not sure. They mentioned a kid that was doing that, but I feel like it could be her. Yeah, I like these two dudes. I like all characters so far. Can't wait to continue more. Thank you guys for watching. I will end this video right here. I'll see you guys next time for another part. Sorry this was a short one. I really hope I can put another part for next Monday without fail. But if not, I'll see you guys very soon. And thank you for watching this playthrough of Paranormasight. It's been very fun so far.